Yehezqel, Ezekiel chapter 12. And the word of Yahuah came to me, saying, Son of man, you are dwelling in the midst of a rebellious house. They have eyes to see, but they have not seen. They have ears to hear, but they have not heard, for they are a rebellious house. Therefore, son of man, prepare your baggage for exile, and go into exile by day before their eyes. And you shall go from your place into exile to another place before their eyes. It could be that they see, though they are a rebellious house. And you shall bring out your baggage for exile before their eyes by day, and at evening go before their eyes, like those who go into exile. Dig through the wall before their eyes, and you shall carry out through it. Take them on your shoulders and bring them out at dark before their eyes. Cover your face so that you do not see the land, for I have made you a sign to the house of Yisrael. And so I did, as I was commanded. I brought out my baggage for exile by day, and at evening I dug through the wall with my hand. I brought them out at dark, and I took them on my shoulder before their eyes. And in the morning the word of Yahuah came to me, saying, Son of man, did not the house of Yisrael, the rebellious house, say to you, What are you doing? Say to them, Thus said the Adon Yahuah, This message is to the prince in Jerusalem and all the house of Yisrael who are in their midst. Say, I am a sign to you, as I have done, so it is done to them. They are to go into exile, into captivity. And the prince who is in their midst is to bear his baggage on his shoulder at dark and go out. They are to dig through the wall to bring them out through it. He is to cover his face so that he does not see the land with his eyes. And I shall spread my net over him, and he shall be caught in my snare. And I shall bring him to Babel, the land of the Kasdites. But he shall not see it, and yet die there. And I shall scatter to every wind all who are around him to help him, and all his bands, and I shall draw out the sword after them. And they shall know that I am Yahuah, when I scatter them among the Gentiles, and I shall disperse them throughout the lands. But I shall let a few of their men escape from the sword, from scarcity of food, and from pestilence, so that they recount all their abominations among the Gentiles wherever they go. And they shall know that I am Yahuah. And the word of Yahuah came to me, saying, Son of man, eat your bread with trembling, and drink your water with fear and with anxiety. And you shall say to the people of the land, Thus said the Adon Yahuah to the inhabitants of Jerusalem and to the land of Yisrael, Let them eat their bread with anxiety, and drink their water with astonishment, for her land is emptied of all who are in it, because of the violence of all those who dwell in it. And the cities that are inhabited shall be laid waste, and the land shall become a wasteland. And you shall know that I am Yahuah. And the word of Yahuah came to me, saying, Son of man, what is this proverb that you people have about the land of Yisrael, which says, The days go by, and every vision shall come to naught? Therefore say to them, Thus said the Adon Yahuah, I shall make this proverb to cease, so that they no longer use it as a proverb in Yisrael. But say to them, The days have drawn near, as well as the matter of every vision. For no longer is there to be any false vision or flattering divination within the house of Yisrael. For I am Yahuah, I speak. And the word which I speak is done. It is no longer deferred. For in your days, O rebellious house, when I speak the word, I shall do it, declares the Adon Yahuah. Again the word of Yahuah came to me, saying, Son of man, see, the house of Yisrael is saying, The vision that he is seeing is for many days from now, and he is nevuah of times far off. Therefore say to them, Thus said the Adon Yahuah, None of my words are deferred any longer. When I speak a word, it is done, declares the Adon Yahuah. Yehezqel, Ezekiel chapter 13. And the word of Yahuah came to me, saying, Son of man, Nevah against the Nevaim of Yisrael, who prophesy, and say to those who prophesy out of their own heart, hear the word of Yahuah. Thus said the Adon Yahuah, woe to the foolish Nevaim, who are following their own spirit without having had a vision. O Yisrael, your Nevaim have been like foxes among ruins. You have not gone up into the breaches, nor do you build a wall for the house of Yisrael to stand in battle on the day of Yahuah. Their visions are false and their divinations a lie, saying, thus declares Yahuah, when Yahuah has not sent them, yet they expected the word to be confirmed. Have you not seen a false vision, and have you not spoken a divination of lies? You say, Yahuah declares, when I have not spoken. Therefore thus said the Adon Yahuah, because you have spoken falsehood and seen lies, therefore see, I am against you, declares the Adon Yahuah. My hand shall be against the Nevaim who see falsehood and who divine lies. They shall not be in the council of my people, nor be written in the record of the house of Yisrael, and they shall not enter into the land of Yisrael. And you shall know that I am the Adon Yahuah, because they have led my people astray, saying, peace, when there is no peace. And when one is building a wall, see, they are coating it with whitewash. Say to those who coat it with whitewash, it shall fall. There shall be flooding rain, and you, O great hailstones, fall, and a stormy wind breaks it down, and see, the wall shall fall. Shall you not be asked, where is the coating with which you coated it? Therefore thus said the Adon Yahuah, I shall break down with a stormy wind in my wrath, and a flooding rain in my displeasure, and great hailstones in wrath to consume. And I shall throw down the wall you have coated with whitewash, and bring it down to the ground, and its foundation shall be uncovered, and it shall fall, and you shall be consumed in the midst of it, and you shall know that I am Yahuah. So I shall complete my wrath on the wall and on those coating it with whitewash, and say to you, the wall is no more, nor those whitewashing it. The Nevaim of Yisrael who prophesy concerning Yerushalayim, and who are seeing visions of peace for her when there is no peace, declares the Adon Yahuah. And you, son of man, turn your face against the daughters of your people, who prophesy out of their own heart, and Nevah against them. And you shall say, this is what the Adon Yahuah said. Woe to those sewing pads for all joints of the hand, and to those making nettings for the heads of every height, to trap beings. You trap the beings of my people, while you preserve your own beings. And you have profaned me among my people for handfuls of barley and for pieces of bread, to put to death beings that should not die, and to keep alive beings who should not live, by your lying to my people who listen to lies. Therefore thus said the Adon Yahuah, see, I am against your pads by which you trap the beings there like birds, and I shall tear them from your arms, and shall let the beings go, the beings you trap like birds. And I shall tear off your nettings, and shall deliver my people out of your hand, and they shall no longer be as prey in your hand. And you shall know that I am Yahuah, because with falsehood you have made the heart of the righteous sad, whom I have not made sad, and you have strengthened the hands of the wicked, so that he does not turn from his evil way to keep him alive. Therefore you shall no longer see false visions, nor practice divination, and I shall deliver my people out of your hand, and you shall know that I am Yahuah. Yehezqel, Ezekiel chapter 14. And some of the elders of Yisrael came to me and sat before me, and the word of Yahuah came to me, saying, Son of man, these men have put up their idols in their hearts, and have put the stumbling block of their wickedness before their face. Should I let them inquire of me at all? Therefore speak to them, and you shall say to them, Thus said the Adon Yahuah, every one of the house of Yisrael who puts up his idols in his heart, and puts the stumbling block of his wickedness before his face, and shall come to the Nevi, I, Yahuah, shall answer him who comes according to his many idols, in order to lay hold of the house of Yisrael by their heart, for they have become estranged from me by their idols, all of them. Therefore say to the house of Yisrael, Thus said the Adon Yahuah, Repent, and turn back from your idols, and turn back your faces from all your abominations. For anyone of the house of Yisrael, or of the strangers who sojourn in Yisrael, who separates himself from me, and puts up his idols in his heart, and puts the stumbling block of his wickedness before his face, and shall come to a Nevi to inquire of him concerning me, I, Yahuah, shall answer him myself. And I shall turn my face against that man, and make him a sign and a proverb, and I shall cut him off from the midst of my people. And you shall know that I am Yahuah. And if the Nevi is deceived, and shall speak a word, I, Yahuah, have deceived that Nevi, and shall stretch out my hand against him, and destroy him from the midst of my people Yisrael. And they shall bear their wickedness. The wickedness of the Nevi is the same as the wickedness of the inquirer, so that the house of Yisrael no longer strays from me, nor be made unclean any more with all their transgressions. And they shall be my people, and I be their Elohim, declares the Adon Yahuah. And the word of Yahuah came again to me, saying, Son of man, when a land sins against me to commit a trespass, and I shall stretch out my hand against it, and cut off its supply of bread, and send scarcity of food on it, and cut off man and beast from it, even though these three men, Noach, Daniel, and Eov, were in it, they would deliver only themselves by their righteousness, declares the Adon Yahuah. If I cause an evil beast to pass through the land, and it shall bereave it, and it shall be a wasteland, so that no man passes through because of the beasts, even though these three men were in it, as I live, declares the Adon Yahuah, they would deliver neither sons nor daughters. They alone would be delivered, but the land be a wasteland. Or if I bring a sword on that land, and I shall say, Sword, go through the land, and I shall cut off man and beast from it, even though these three men were in its midst, as I live, declares the Adon Yahuah, they would deliver neither sons nor daughters, for they alone would be delivered. Or if I send a pestilence into that land, and I shall pour out my wrath on it in blood, to cut off from it man and beast, even though Noach, Daniel, and Eov were in it, as I live, declares the Adon Yahuah, they would deliver neither son nor daughter. They would deliver their own lives by their righteousness. For thus said the Adon Yahuah, how much more it shall be when I send my 4 evil judgments on Jerusalem, the sword, and scarcity of food, and evil beasts, and pestilence, to cut off man and beast from it. But see, there shall be left in it a remnant who are brought out, both sons and daughters. See, they are coming out to you, and you shall see their ways and their deeds, and shall be comforted concerning the evil which I have brought upon Jerusalem, all that I have brought upon it. And they shall comfort you when you see their ways and their deeds, and you shall know that it was not for naught that I have done whatever I did in it, declares the Adon Yahuah. Yehezqel, Ezekiel chapter 15. Then the word of Yahuah came to me, saying, Son of man, how is the vine tree better than any tree, the vine branch that has been among the trees of the forest? Is wood taken from it to be made into any work? Do they take a peg from it to hang any vessel on? See, into the fire it shall be given for fuel. Both ends of it the fire shall burn, and its middle shall be scorched. Is it fit for any work? See, when it was intact, it was not made for work. how much less when the fire has burned it and it is scorched, shall it still be used for work? Therefore thus said the Adon Yahuah, as the vine tree among the trees of the forest, which I have given to the fire for fuel, so I shall give up the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and I shall turn my face against them. They shall go out from one fire, but another fire consumes them, and you shall know that I am Yahuah when I turn my face against them. And I shall make the land a wasteland, because they committed trespass, declares the Adon Yahuah.